Hello children, welcome. Today we are doing decimal fractions. We're doing division exercise 8C. So let's begin. Exercise 8C is found on page number 86. Question 4. We are starting with question 4. 8.64 divided by 8. So we have a decimal number divided by a whole number. Now, this kind of division is done like a normal division. So I'm going to do this here. I'm not going to remove my decimal point. I'm going to leave it as it is. 8.64 divided by 8. So this is normal division. So 8 ones are 8. I minus 0. I bring down 6. Now here in our quotient, we need to be careful. We have a decimal point here. I need to carry it to the same place on top and place it there. Okay, so I carry my decimal point to the same position that is in here and I put it above. Now I carry on with my division like a normal division. So I have 6 and 6 is smaller than 8. So I need to put a 0 on top and I need to bring down the next number. So it is 4. Now I have 64. 8 eights are 64 minus 0. So I have completed my division and my answer is, my final answer will be 1.08. Question 2. 0.0072 divided by 6. So let's do that. 0.0072 divided by 6. Now remember, when we did multiplication, we ignored the point. Whereas in division, you are not going to ignore, you're going to leave it as it is and do your division. Okay, let's start. 0, so it's smaller than 6, so I put a 0. I carry my decimal point on top, I put it there. Then I go on to the next digit, which is 0, so I put 0 again. Next digit also 0. Now I have 7, so I can do that division. 6 ones are 6 minus 1. I bring down this 2. So my number now is 12. 6 twos are 12 minus. So I've got my answer. My final answer will be 0.0012. Question 3. 20.64 divided by 16. 20.64 divided by 16. Okay, so let's start. The first digit is smaller than 16. First digit 2 is smaller than 16. So I'm putting 0. I'll take the next number along with it. 20. 16 ones are 16 minus, let me borrow, 10 minus 6 is 4. Here I have 0 and I bring down this 6. So my number is 46. But don't forget to move that point, decimal point on top. Okay, so I have 1 point. Okay, now I carry on. 46. Now tables of 16. 16 into what will give me a number close to 46? Now let's try 16 twos. 2 6 are 12, carry 1. 2 ones are 2 plus 1, 3. So 16 twos are 32. What about 16 threes? 6 threes are 18. Carry 1. 3 ones are 3 plus 1, 4. So we have two numbers here, 32 and 48. Which one is closer? 32. 48 is closer, but it's greater than 46. As you know, we need to get a smaller number. So I'm going to use 16 twos. 16 twos are 32 minus 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1, and I'm going to bring the next number, which is 144. Now let's multiply 16 into, say, 7. Let's try. 6 sevens are 42, carry 4. 7 ones are 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can still get a number closer. Let's try 16 into 9. 9 6 are 54, carry 5. 9 ones are 9, plus 5 is 14. So I have got the same number, 144. So 16 nines are 144 minus, I've got my remainder. Now my final answer is 1.29. So that's my final answer. Next question, 1.602 divided by 15. So let's start that. 1.602 divided by 15. So don't ignore the point, leave it as it is and start. So the first digit 1 is smaller than 15. So I'm going to put a 0 and I'm going to take the next digit along with it. It makes it 16. But before that, my decimal point should come. Now my number is 16, 15, ones are 15, minus 6 minus 5 is 1. Here I have 0. I bring down the next number, which is 0. Okay. Now 10 is smaller than 15, so I put a 0 and I bring down the next digit also, 102. Now I need to get a number close to 102. So let's try 15 into 6. Okay, 6 fives are 30, carry 3. 6 ones are 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, I can use this. So 15 sixes are 90 minus 2 minus 0 is 2. 10 minus 9 I cannot do. 0 minus 9 I cannot do. So I'm borrowing and making it 10. Now I can do. 10 minus 9 is 1. Now I have a remainder 12. But I need to continue my division and see that I get a remainder 0. Now how do I continue my division? Now for a decimal number, any number of zeros that you put to the right of the decimal part will not make a difference. That means if I put a 0 here, it doesn't make a difference. It's the same as not putting a 0 there. So I'm going to continue with that. I can put as many zeros as I want, and I'm going to bring down that number here. So it becomes 120. Now I have 120. I can continue my division. 15 into, let's try 8 and see. 8 fives are 40. I carry 4. 8 ones are 8 plus 4 is 12. So I've got 120. So let me write that. 8 is 120 minus, I get 0. So I have got my final answer as 0.1068. Question 5. 13.08 divided by 4. So let's start. First digit is 1. It's smaller than 4. I'm putting a 0. 13. 4 threes are 12 minus 1. I can bring down the 0 here. Don't forget to carry the point up. Now my number is 10. 4 twos are 8 minus, remember to borrow if the number on top is small. So now it is 10 minus 8, which is 2. I bring down the next digit, which is 8. Now my number is 28. 4 sevens are 28 minus. So my final answer for this question is 3.27. Question 5. 3.204 divided by 9. 3.204 divided by 9. The first digit is smaller, so I put a 0. Then I have the decimal point which I carry up. Now include the other number 2, it's 32. Get a number close to 32. 9 threes are 27. Minus, okay, 2 minus 7 you cannot do. I'm going to borrow. So this becomes 2 and this is 12. 12 minus 7 is 5. 2 minus 2 is 0. I bring down the next digit, it's 50. Now get a number close to 50. 9 fives are 45. That's the closest. 45. Again, I have to minus here and I need to borrow. So this is 4 and this is 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 4 minus 4 is 0. I bring down the next digit, which is 4. Now my number is 54. Tables of 9. 9 sixes are 54. Minus. So I have got my answer. My final answer is 0.356. Question 7. 3.024 divided by 12. 024 divided by 12. First digit is small, so I'm going to put a 0. Then I'm going to carry that point up. Now my number is 30. 12 twos are 24. That's the closest. 12 twos are 24. Minus, I need to borrow, so this becomes 2 and this becomes 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 2 minus 2 is 0. I bring down the next digit, which is 2. Now I have 62. Tables of 12. 12 fives are 60. So I have 60 here. I'm going to subtract 2, 0. Bring down the next digit, which is 4. Now my number is 24. Tables of 12. 12 twos are 24. Minus. So my answer to this question is 0.252. Question 8. 5.15 divided by 5. So let's do that. 5.15 divided by 5. 5 ones are 5 minus 0. Carry the point up. Bring down the next digit. 1 is smaller than 5. So I'm going to put a 0 there and bring down the next number along with it. Now my number is 15. 5 threes are 15. Minus. So my answer to this question is 1.03. Okay, now we're going to go on to question 5. It says, divide each of the following numbers by 10, 100 and 1000. So it's simple. Division by 10, we need to look at the zeros in the digit, in the number. So here we have 1 0. So that means my point is going to move. When you divide or multiply by 10, 100 or 1000, your decimal point will move to the left or to the right. If it's division, it will move to the left. So I'm going to move my point one place from here to here. Okay, so one place. So my final answer will be 4.979. Now 100, there are two places, so I need to move it two places to the left and put my point there. Now since there's no number before it, I will put a 0. So it becomes 0.4979. Division by 1000. 1, 2, 3 zeros. It has to move 3 places to the left. 1, 2, 3 and then I put a point. Now what do I do in this place where there is no number? I have to put a 0. And since there's no number before it, another 0 there. So what is my answer? 0.0499. Okay. Question 2, we do it the same way. 1, 0, when you divide, the point moves to the left by one place from here to here. Okay, and my point comes here, and since there's no number before that, I can put a 0 before that. So what is my answer? 0.0923. Division by 100, my point has to move 2 places to the left. So 1, 2, and then I put a point. There's no number, so I put 0, and I need to put another 0 there. So what is my answer? 0.00923. Next one, division by 1000, 3 zeros, so 3 places to the left, 1, 2, 3, and then I put my point, 0 before that, and fill in these with zeros. So my final answer is 0.000923. Question 3. Division by 10, 100 and 1000 again. So 10 has 1 0. My point moves one place to the left. It comes here. And so I put my point here. No number before that. So I put a 0. So what's my answer? 0.00704. 0.00704. Division by 100. There are 2 zeros. So let's be very careful when we do this. 2 zeros, so 2 places to the left. So 1 place, then I have one more place, and then I put my point. Let me fill in all this with zeros. 0 here and a 0 there. So what is my answer? 0.000704. Next one, 1000 has 1, 2, 3 zeros. My point has to move 3 places to the left. So 1, 2, 3, and then the point. 0 before that. There's a 0 here and a 0 here. So let's write the answer. 0.000704. Okay, so I hope you understood that. Question 6, evaluate. Now, can you see that both these, the dividend as well as the divisor, are decimal numbers? So when your divisor is a decimal number, there is a certain way that you have to do your sum. You have to do it in a particular way. First step is change this to the fraction form. Change this to the fraction form. So I'm going to write it as a fraction. 9.4 divided by 0.47. So what's the first step? Write it as a fraction. Now look at your denominator. Your denominator should always be a whole number. But here it is a decimal number. It has a point. There are 2 decimal places. Now I need to remove that point. I need to move the point from here to here so that my number simply becomes 47. Once I move the point, it becomes a whole number. Now how do I make this 47? My point has to move 2 places to the right. And the only way to do it is if I multiply it by 100. If I multiply it by 100, my point can move 2 places to the right, and what I get here will simply be 47. So 0.47, because there are 2 decimal places, I'm multiplying it by 100. The point goes and it becomes 47. But I must remember, when I multiply the denominator, I need to multiply the numerator too, again by 100. So the point will again move 2 places to the right and come here. The point will come here. So here I put a 0. So my numerator now has become 940. Now it's become a normal division sum. 940 divided by 47. So let's do that division here. 940 divided by 47. Let's try 47 into 2. 2 sevens are 14. Carry 1. 2 fours are 8 plus 1, 9. 94. So let's start our division. First digit is small, so we put a 0. 47 into 2 is 94 minus, I bring down the 0. 47 zeros are 0 minus. Now my answer to this question is 020, which is simply 20. Let's do the second. So again, we have the divisor as a decimal number. Whenever you see the divisor is a decimal number, follow these steps that we did for the previous sum. Put it in the fraction form. 6.3 divided by 0.09. Now look at the denominator. We have to make it a whole number. It should simply become 9. To become 9, I need to move the point 2 places to the right. In that case, I have to multiply with 100, isn't it? Because 100 has 2 zeros, the point can move 2 places to the right. So if I do that for the denominator, I must do that for the numerator too. So now what do I get? The denominator, the point has moved 2 places and it has become 9. Numerator, the point has to move 2 places to the right, 1, 2. So that means it will come here and I need to fill this with a 0. So my number on top now is 630. So what is my question now? 630 divided by 9. Let's do that division. 630 divided by 9. First number is small, so I put a 0. 63, 9 sevens are 63. Minus 0, bring down the 0. 9 zeros are 0. Minus, so what is my answer? My answer to this question is 70. Question 3. 2.88 divided by 1.2. Again, my divisor is a decimal number, so put it in the fraction form. 2.88 divided by 1.2. 1.2, I need to make it 12. That means the point has to move away from here one place. That means I need to multiply my number by 10. 10 has only one zero, so the point moves only one place. Similarly, multiply the numerator also by 10. So now what do I get? When I multiply by 10, the point moves one place to the right, so I get 28.8 in my numerator and 12 in my denominator. Now I can do a normal division. 28.8 divided by 12. 12 twos are 24 minus 0. I bring down 8 minus 4 is 4. I write it down. I carry this point up. I bring down 8. Now my number is 48. 12 fours are 48 minus. So my answer to this question is 2.4. Question 4. 8.64 divided by 1.6. Put it in the fraction form because the divisor is a decimal number. Okay. Now 1.6 should become 16. So the point has to move one place to the right. It means I multiply with 10, which has only one zero. So multiply the numerator also by 10. Now let's see what we get. When I multiply by 10, the point moves one place to the right. So it becomes 86.4 divided by 16. So now let's do normal division. 86.4 divided by 16. Okay. Now 16 into 4. 6 fours are 24, carry 2, 4 ones are 4, 5, 6, I've got 64. I need to get a number close to 86, isn't it? So shall we try 16 fives and see which is closer? 5 6 are 30, carry 3, 5 ones are 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16 fives are 80. Let's use that. 16 fives are 80 minus 6 minus 0 is 6. Then I bring down the next number. Now don't forget to carry this point up. Now my number is 64. As you can see, 16 fours are 64 minus. Now my answer is 5.4. Question 5. 37.188 divided by 3.6, make it a fraction. 3.6 has to become 36. I need to move the point one place. So multiply by 10. On top also multiply by 10. So what do I get? When the point moves one place to the right, it becomes 371.88 divided by 36. So let's do that division. 371.88 divided by 36. 0. Now I have 37. 36 ones are 36 minus 7 minus 6 is 1. 0 here, I bring down 1. 11 is smaller than 36, so I put a 0. Then I carry this point up. I bring down 8. So my number is 118. Shall we try the tables of 36? 36 into 4. Let's try that. 4 6 are 24. Carry 2. 4 3s are 12, 13, 14. As you can see, that is big. So let's try 36 into 3. 3 6s are 18. Carry 1. 3 3s are 9 plus 1, 10. So we have 108 which we can use. 36 3s are 108 minus 8 minus 8 is 0, 1, and I bring down the 8. Now it is 108. 36 threes are 108 minus. So my final answer to this question is 10.33. Question 6. 16.5 divided by 0.15. Okay, so my denominator has two decimal places. So that means I need to multiply by 100 because 100 has two zeros. Multiply the numerator also by 100. And now let's see what we get. When you multiply by 100, the point has to move two places to the right. So it comes here. So you need to fill that gap with a 0. So what is my number now? 1650 in my numerator. Denominator, the point moves two places, so it becomes 15. So let's do that division. 1650 divided by 15. 0, 15 ones are 15 minus 6 minus 5 is 1, 0, I bring down 5, it's 15. 15 ones are 15 minus 0, 15 zeros are 0. So what is my answer? My answer to this question is 110. Question 7. 3.2 divided by 0.15. 005. Now 005 has 3 decimal places, so I need to multiply by 1000 because it will have 3 zeros. So numerator also by 1000. Okay. When you multiply by 1000, which has 3 zeros, the point has to move 3 places to the right. 1, 2, 3. And the point comes here. Now we need to fill in with zeros. So 0, 0. So what is my numerator? 3200. And in my denominator, the point moves 3 places and it comes here. So it is simply 5. So let's divide 3200 by 5. 0. 5 sixes are 30 minus 2 and bring down 0. 5 fours are 20 minus and bring down the 0. 5 zeros are 0. So my answer is 640. Question 8. 3.24 divided by 0.0016. Now my denominator has to become 16, so the point has to move how many places? 1, 2, 3, 4. So multiply this with 10,000. 4 places, so 4 zeros. Let me multiply the numerator also by 10,000. Okay, now what do we get? There are 4 zeros, so the point has to move 4 places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and my point comes after that. So I have to put in 2 more zeros. So what is my question now? Let me put it down to 400, 32,400. Now in the denominator, my point moves 4 places to the right and it becomes 16. So I'm going to divide 32,400 by 16. 16 twos are 32 minus, I bring down 4. 4 is smaller than 16. So I'm going to put a 0 and I'm going to bring the next number down. So that's 40. Again, 16 twos are 32 minus, I need to borrow, so this becomes 3, this becomes 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. 0, I bring down the 0. 16 fives are 80 minus, so I've got my answer. My answer is 2025. So we stop with that for today, and in our next video we will continue decimal fractions, exercise 8C, questions 7 and 8. Thank you, children.